Welcome again into this my YouTube channel. This is the continuation of the previous last video I dropped talking about gradient. I told us that now we are going to go into more examples to buttress our point. But before that example, I want us to look at this. I want us to look at this note. It is very important when we note this, that the gradient of a curve varies along its length. It varies along its length. What does that mean? That it changes from point to point on the curve. It is not the same as that of straight line. It is only in straight line that you can define the length by its 2 points. Hence, the gradient of a curve is not defined between 2 points. It's not defined between 2 points. It is only in the case of straight line. So let us have that in mind. Then we'll have something that will be very helpful also. Limit is used to find the derivative of what? Of a function. Or limit is used to is an expression that you will give as change in x, which is tending to 0. The use of first principle as change in x tend to 0 means as the quantity change in x becomes smaller and smaller until it becomes 0. That is the meaning of that tending to 0. It is not 0, but it will be tending to 0, becoming smaller, 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 and thereabout. And this is how we represent it. Now look at this. Say dy dx as the x tend to 0 is dy dx. Since it's just this, just dy dx. Now look at this example. Find the limit of the expression. Find the limit of the expression. Remember, we are talking about limits, and I've just told us what limit is all about. Now we say find the limit of the expression. Now the expression is 2x plus dx as the x tend to what? To 0. Here, what do you have now? Say lim 2x plus change in x as change in x tends to 0 will now give you 2x plus what? 0. Substituting it, now you now have what? 2x. This is just as simple as anything you can think of. More example here. Say find the limit of the following. We have this lim 10 plus change in x 1 over x plus change in x all square, and all of that. You can see them. Now solution for the first one, you have lim 10 plus change in x as change in x tends to 0. You have 10 plus what? X, which is equal to what? 10. This one in that order too. You look at it, you have 1 over x plus 0 all square. If you square everything, open this bracket here, square everything, you have s squared, which will give you something like this. This is example for the limits, and this is the third one. This is the third example. If you check it, you substitute for 0 and you get the corresponding answer. This is just example for limit.